And we continue our interviews for candidates running for county commissioner. We spoke to Al French earlier, and now we're joined by Mr. French's challenger, Mary Lou Johnson. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, tell us what sets you apart from the incumbent, Al French.
Well, I think it's really important that we have commissioners that we can trust, that make decisions that benefit everyone, not just a select few, and who are really transparent about the reasons decisions are made and how much things are going to cost. So I want to make sure that we have that kind of balance, honesty, and transparency and fiscal responsibility at the Board of County Commissioners. So I think what sets me apart is that I want to promote those sorts of values.
Mary Lou, can you give us an example of what wasn't transparent recently or something that you had a problem with?
Well, I think that there are a number of things. For one thing, there's a lack of transparency, I think, about the cost to taxpayers and some of the urban growth expansion. As we expand into our rural areas, we are facing the need to support ever-expanding water and sewer systems. We have to provide services out there, law enforcement, parks, schools. So there are a lot of costs attached that I don't think are being properly exposed or shared with the taxpayers.
Mary Lou, if you are elected, what would be one of your first top priorities?
Right now, our county continues to spend about more than two-thirds, actually, of our budget on criminal justice. And it's not making us safer. We've got an overcrowded jail. Pretty much everyone is getting poor outcomes. So we need to actively be reforming the criminal justice system. And one thing that sets me apart is I have the legal experience. I've worked on the reforms that need to be made. I've worked in the court systems for almost 2 decades. I know what needs to be done so that we get better outcomes in that system, and Mr. French has none of that background. And I think that's important when it's essentially two-thirds or more of what we're spending our taxpayer dollars on.
Talking with Mary Lou Johnson, who's running for county commission. You just talked about the jail. There's been a lot of talk over the years recently. Do we need a new jail, an expanded jail? Could we renovate the one we have? Where do you stand on that?
All of the experts that have been hired by the county agree that we do not need a new jail at this point in time. We have a number of reforms that we have to make. We have to look at alternatives to incarceration. You know, two-thirds of the people that are in the jail have mental illness and or drug addictions. So until we start to identify those people and address those issues in another way, we're not going to get a handle on knowing how many beds we need in the jail.
Right, County Commissioner candidate Mary Lou Johnson. Thanks for joining us, Mary Lou. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you.